Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I'm out here in nature. I just love nature. It's just something about nature that will give you life, that extra life when you're overwhelmed with problems and stress, uh, dealing with different situations in life. Come here, Chloe. And so I decided to pop on right quick and just talk about a few things I have been going through recently, with my health and everything. I was diagnosed a couple of years ago with diabetes, and I really didn't get serious until a couple of months ago. And I said, you know what, I got to just change my ways, my way of living, my way of thinking, and just doing things in general to extend my health. So I decided to live and get serious about everything. And I went to the doctor, got my levels checked, and got everything checked. Oh, I see bluebirds out here and redbirds. But I got everything checked out, and I discovered that my levels was so high to, you know, it was just critical. I was in critical. Come back, baby. Come on. Come on. We're not going that far. I was in a critical state, to where I had to be put on insulin and the pen, that insulin pen, and the insulin shot I had to take every day. And I was working out every day, but I was not eating the things that I needed to eat. I was just doing it halfway. So when I found out my sugar levels or my glucose levels was like 300, it was like two something, almost 300. Then it got up to 300. And I said, you know what? But when I got on the insulin every day, and I found out that it had to be level out. Everything had to be level out in my body because, come here, baby. Come here. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Because everything, come here, Chloe. Chloe, come here. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Go back the way you came. So everything had to be level out. Let me get this. Everything had to be monitored and leveled out in my body. Y'all forgive me, but I'm trying to get her out of here. So it was like come here, Chloe, stop now. So when I discovered everything had to be leveled out in my body, and I said to myself, come on, no, we're not going to get tangled up. Let's go back this way. I discovered that, hey, I have to take this thing seriously because I had a brother that was diagnosed with diabetes. Also, he passed away in 2015, not behind diabetes, but as I do my research, diabetes can cause a lot of inflammation, a lot of more health issues, but, he passed away from congested heart failure. And I realized that, that was associated from being a diabetic. So I'm like, hey, I got to get myself together because I want to live as long as I can. And I don't want to be wrapped up and tied up and tangled up to where I can't even help myself, and I have to have others to help me. So being a diabetic, I didn't want limbs to be cut off. I didn't want to be in a wheelchair. I didn't want any of those things. So when I started getting serious about it, I started doing my research. But to make a long story short, I wind up listening to this herbalist doctor. I might not be saying his name right. Dr. Yaki Awaken. And when I discovered him, I discovered to do, how you doing? I discovered to, do better. And so he mentioned this juice fast. And I said, well, why not try it? What is it to lose? Because I don't want to live like this. I don't want to live with suffering from diabetes and risking my life and get my limbs cut off and different things. So yesterday, I went on this juice fast. And, I'm a very transparent person to where, if something works, I'm going to stick to it, and I'm going to just, be honest about the whole ordeal. So I went on there, and I juiced for that morning. I got up around 7, and I started my juice fast. And 6 that evening, I started getting hunger pains. And I'm like, oh, man. But throughout the day, when I was feeling like kind of wheezy or something, I did eat a cracker to keep going because, I'm a diabetic. I got to eat something, da-da-da-da-da. But I found out later on that wasn't true. The hunger pains, if you can push through it, then you can get through it, because it's going to release all the toxin in your bodies, all the unhealthy things that we have eaten and put in our bodies. And it's just helping the sugars line up and level up and become normal again. So I didn't know that, because, when you detox your system using that juice, you're going to flush out everything. If you don't pee it out, if you don't poop it out, you're going to do one of the two. So it's releasing the toxin and all the things that are not good for your body. But to make a long story short, I can go on and on and on. So that was day 1 yesterday. And so I got off and I ate me some beans and cornbread, which I should. I just should have, just kept going 6 o'clock. But I learned last night that, but I got right back on. I want to tell y'all that. But today, day 2, I am going to endure all the pains and whatever else, because I looked up and I reached out to a friend of mine. She said if you can do 24 hours to 48 hours of the pain, the hunger pains, she said it will pass. You just got to keep on juicing, or go and take you a walk, or do exercise, do something to get your mind off the hunger pains, because they just trick your mind up thinking that you're hungry. And the mind is something else, because if it tricks you up thinking that you're hungry, then you want to go in there and eat some food, and you want to make sure that you get full, and etc., etc. But I didn't want to do that. So today I'm going to endure these pains, these hunger pains, which, they just trying to trick the body, because if I can endure that, then 48 hours, everything should be okay, and my body should be leveled out and begin to, deal with the fasting and everything. But when I watched this video, he fasts for 160 days. Now, I'm not going to do that unless the Lord guide me to do that. But I am going to do the 3 days fast, and then I'm going to get off for 2 days and eat my vegetables. And I'm working out now, but I have paused for a few minutes for his walking. And then after I do the 2 days off, I'm gonna come back on, and I'm gonna do maybe 3 or 5 days. I'm gonna try to at least tack on a day or two for the juice fasting. So I just wanted to update you guys and be encouraged. I work out all the time, and this week I have an entire week off, and I will be hitting it hard, in the gym and everything, along with the juice fasting. And I will keep you guys updated and posted and everything on my well-being. And I am doing a journal. I'm writing everything down and taking this serious. So if you have diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, whatever you have, it can be reversible. We hear that all the time, from people who are herbalists and whatever, that it can be reversible. And you know what? I say, I'm going to put them to the challenge. I'm going to see if mine's going to be reversible. So I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to take their advice and do what I need to do. And if it works, I would definitely keep y'all posted. But everybody's body is different. I just want to put that out there. So, and I'm not encouraging no one to, get off their medication. I'm not encouraging no one to stop their medication, or just put their medication down and don't go to the doctor. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I am doing this for me and me only. So I'm just sick and tired of taking all the medication and being a diabetic. So I'm gonna try whatever they suggest that I should try for my body, and it's up to you to make your own decision and your choices. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, go get it. Bye-bye.